a Dredfunn original production. Please sit back and enjoy.
Hey guys, another Dredfunn draws. This time I'm going to be doing the Hulk's head. So I got myself a little slip of paper here. We're going to move the camera in a bit. There we go. That should be good. So everybody can see. The reason why I've got this sheet, it's just an extra bit that I have laying around. But we're just going to be working with pencils today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to draw the Hulk's head. First off, I want to talk about the Hulk's head while I'm sketching this out. It's not classically human shaped. So, in other words, I get another little scrap here. A human skull would be kind of shaped like this. You got your cheekbone, all that, and then the mandible comes down. And we kind of have a fairly prominent chin. Then you got your eye sockets, which are about there, and then the nasal opening and the teeth. Voila! So when you go ahead and put that all together, boom, you got some eyes, you got some nose, you got some mouth, ears go about here, and you get the idea. You can draw a person. Where I find a lot of people go wrong is they try to apply that to the Hulk's head. The Hulk's head would not be like a classic human skull. It would be more like a, well, almost like a Neanderthal skull. So he's going to have very large brow ridges. So these puppies right here are going to be big. They're going to be dominant and predominant. It's hard to show them from the front. From the side, it's easy. You can just sort of go like this, and boom, you got yourself Hulk from the side. But with this, you know, and he also, his nasal opening is going to be much higher too. Meaning this part of his face is much larger and his jaw much larger. So he's got a very robust skeleton or skull with these interconnecting. And when you go ahead and put the stuff on there with the big meaty part of the brow, you're going to have that, and the nose is going to be up higher. You go ahead and do a scream and you can already see, woo, look at that. It's looking like the Hulk. So that's what we're going to break down over here. So first off, you know, you want to get yourself a good Hulk shape or skull shape. So, like I said with the human one, keep in mind that when you're drawing the Hulk, you're going to want to draw him larger than human proportions. So, again, with the regular skull, the eyes are going to be about here, which is where about you want to start for drawing the Hulk's face. But whereas the nose would be here, on the Hulk, it's going to be much higher. It's going to be much higher, right there. And you can already see that by just moving that, you're getting the gist of the Hulk. Alright, so this is kind of what I like to start out with. And gonna go ahead and we'll just put a tooth there, that's or the mouth. So that's kind of what you want to go with. Now, once you get that done, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to show you what I do next. Now, it's kind of hard to reproduce sometimes, but we're going to try to draw the almost exact same skull with similar proportions. Same head shape. So again, my eyes are going to be about here. My nose is up high, and my mouth is around here. Already realize I don't like the mouth positioning. With the Hulk, low is better. So there you go. So from that position, I would then go ahead and start adding some other details, keeping in mind, like I said, that the Hulk has got these large brow ridges. So I'm just going to draw them in a normal face, kind of. So it's kind of going to fit over like that. Martian Manhunter is another character that has a large, massive brow ridge. And drawing him, you can do the same thing, although his nose is a little further down on his face. So we got the mouth, a little bit of lip action. Just going to sort of lightly detail it up here, roughly where the ears are going to go, which are going to be kind of small, and then this part of his head. So there we go. That's kind of pretty much what you want as a basis. And then over here, I'm going to show you how you can sort of add some shading and some detail to really make this Hulk picture come to life. So again, going to reproduce that sort of blocky Hulk skull image, keeping in mind that it's not going to have regular skull proportions like a normal human. I like to talk about this with the kids that I work with and teaching them how to draw. Basically, the reason why I like to talk about it is it's a good discussion, and some of their favorite toys, like with girls, they like brats and those, gosh, what are they, Shopkins and little pet shop toys and stuff. And all that stuff is pretty neat, pretty crazy, but none of them have actual real proportions. It falls more into the comic book realm. Because Hulk does not have your classic natural human head. So again, we're going to try to reproduce this. Again, over here, keeping in mind that he's got these large brow ridges. You can show them by just a little highlight there. We've got our cheek, our nose is going to go in and around here. Hulk has a wide nose. Some guys draw him thin-nosed. It's a preference, you know, mess around with it. This is kind of just how I would approach drawing Hulk without really putting much thought into it, just wanting to look like the Hulk, and wanting it to look like the Hulk without any concern for it being colored. So you can see that this progression, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to zoom in a bit, and we're going to just focus on number 3. And show you how we can detail that, add some hair, make it look pretty sharp. So we'll get nice and close there. Alright, there we go. So we got the Hulk head pretty much laid out. He's got a nasty expression. Now what I like to do is just sort of, just like in my realistics drawings, I like to sort of lay out how I want the face to look. Sometimes I'll bring my eraser in, clean it up. There we go. Like I said, I'm going to have these big brow ridges, but I'm also going to give him some nasty looking eyebrows. Because he's sort of in a semi-relaxed, I'm not going to really make him have a nasty scowly expression, but I am going to show that this part of the skull sort of comes in like that, and we're going to do this part because he's kind of frowning, so this area would be heavily muscled and show that. Now, hair. You can go with a couple different routes. You can do the whole page boy, whatever, beanie shave cut combination, long hair. I'm personally going to go for just, you know, the classic messy kind of tousled look. And I'm going to pick it to go this side. So I'm just going to, you know, keep it like this. And it's kind of like a hair that is just messy and just sort of flows. Never really, it's kind of what they have in the new Avengers. So that's kind of give me a nice outline there. What you might want to do is go in and erase some of that, depending if you're inking it yourself. And then what I'm going to do is basically just highlight some certain areas here where I'm going to darken it and leave the other part. Alright, now going into fine line detail it. I'm also going to add a little bit of shade under the nose here because we're going to have a bit of shading under the eyes, a fair bit, because his eyes are going to be dark and under the hood of his massive brows. So, yeah, just using my pen here or my pencil to detail it up. Again, I'm just keeping it free flowing. I'm not planning to ink this or color it, so this will be a finished drawing from the get-go, or from the moment that I'm done it. So we got that there. We're going to detail this area here. Nice cheeks. Boom. And the ears. Boom. Come on over here. Yeah. So like I said, keeping in mind that the Hulk is robust and very Cro-Magnon, more actually Neanderthal, I guess. They have those large. But one major difference with the Neanderthals is they have a huge occipital area in the back of their skull. And Hulk doesn't seem to have that. Hulk just has the regular old skull. Alrighty, here we go. Detailing another eye and darkening that up. Like I said, if you want, you can do the ink process here. I'm not really focusing too much on making this look super sharp, just sort of patching it in and making it look kind of good. We'll do some hatching as well. I'll show you how to do that. Alright, showing the upper lip here, give it some line work, and highlight the jowl line, I guess. And again, we want to really show that this is a skull that is big and thick. Alright, now for the hair. I said it's messy, so you kind of get to be free with it. I'm going to make this whole bunch of it dark. Keeping in mind that Hulk is just a freak mutant. Big dude. Sometimes he can be depicted as a bodybuilder type big, other times he's just big and thick. Really mess around with it, it's a preference. For this is your standard Hulk head from Dredfunn Draws. Nice little Hulk head. Like I said, you don't even have to color this. You could show this to any kid and they'll go, boom, that's Hulk. Well, maybe not any kid, but any kid that's into comics. Alright, so I'm also just going to detail these lines here because that's kind of where the hair gets darkened by the inker. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit of cross line or hatch work. I'm going to start over here doing the straight hatch. And then I'm going to bring it around like this, sort of highlighting the natural lines of the jaw. That's something you can do. Sometimes I just do it straight across, other times I go back and forth like this, but it's just a matter of preference. Doing a few there to really highlight the fact that, again, this is not a human type face. Some guys like to do the whole Frankenstein lines. I like doing them on occasion. Here we go. We're going to actually cross hatch underneath the brow to again show that this is a deep, dark brow ridge, an area that's got lots of shadows. So you're giving your colorist, and if you are the colorist, you're giving yourself plenty of opportunity there to go ahead and style that up and add some highlights and whatever you want. So again, that's my realistic Hulk by Dredfunn Draws. We'll back up so you guys can see the whole image again and the sort of progression that I take you through. So the 3 stages, keeping it nice and robust, keeping in mind, like I said, what I show you here, that the Hulk has got a much different dynamic to his skull, much different than a human. So anyways, I'm going to sign that off. Boom. Dredfunn Draws. So, hope you guys like that. Don't forget to press the like button, hit that subscribe, pass this video around. Please do. That's how I get my name out there, by you folks being generous and sharing me with all the world. So the more folks that share this video, the better. It really does help, so I appreciate it. So again, that's Dredfunn Draws the Hulk's head. Dredfunn out.
This has been a Dredfunn.com production. Thanks for watching.